Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Injustice 2 video. In this video, I want to show off first some screenshots regarding getting the 4-star White Canary, as well as some of my progress throughout the day yesterday, or whenever you guys decide to watch this video. So, as you guys can see right here, before I went to work on Friday, January 5th, when I actually was farming for this, and thank God I did farm a little bit for it. It was at 8.6 million for near the beginning of Elite 4. So now this screenshot was when I took a lunch, and Elite 4 was at 9 million. Now, as you guys know, people like to farm at the very last minute, so even 9 million, even 10 million is not safe, as you guys will see. So right here is the first battle I did after I got off of work at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 9.797 million, not even Elite 4. At 10 million, the bar started to move. And that is ranked 392. And you can see Elite 4 and top 200, barely 1 million between each other. And I've never seen it that low. Usually Elite 4 to 200 is like 2 to 3 million. So either this season was super competitive, or it just proves that Injustice 2's ranking system needs a serious overhaul. So there you can see at 10.2 million, we finally took Elite 4. Now keep in mind, this was with about 40 minutes left, and people still had time to farm. And then at about the 5-minute mark, we actually got in the top 200 by using our 340k threat team, and then Arkham Knight Batman having to clean up with 2 more teams, meaning that for an extra 60 gems, I ended up getting like 1.6 million score, and getting in the top 200 for the first time closing a season, probably since update 1.7, because let's face it, the rewards for anything beyond Elite 4 are garbage. There is no reason to play beyond Elite 4 in any season. Yes, you do get a couple hundred more gems, yes, you do get 150 more battle points, but Elite 4 is definitely where it's at for me. So as you can see, Red Death probably got bumped out of the top 200 at the last minute at 11.738 million. And I'd also like to say hi to Adrian Torres, who barely beat me because the last fight I did was after 6 o'clock Eastern Time and did not count. Actually, I think it was 5 p.m. Eastern Time and it didn't count. This was at 1 minute 21. We tried to do one more fight, but it was still good enough for top 200. And there you can see right there, end of season rewards, 600 gems, 500 battle points, and 360 fragments. So, 150 extra gems, I think it is, or 200 extra gems, and 50 battle points. Now let's hop into Injustice 2 and do our upgrading video. Alright, so we're going to claim our end of season rewards. Another 600 gems. And we're going to go all the way to the back of the list. So White Canary is unlocked. So Leader of the Legends, Captain Sarah Lance, improves the base effects of her team's equipment gear and provides a chance for Multiverse team members to use abilities at no cost. Now, in my opinion, the Flash and Green Arrow are the better Multiverse characters to use. I've found out that if you knock somebody out over 30% health, the passive will not trigger, and her passive is basically useless. So, in addition, as a Multiverse companion, White Canary benefits from the passive abilities of Multiverse teammates. So, at 3 stars, 188 damage and 908 health. So, star promotion is available for White Canary. Almost looks like Sharon Rogers in a way, too. So, we're going to promote for 20,000 credits. And, at 4 stars, 251 damage, 1,210 health. So let's first buy the ability. So 15% effectiveness and up to a 30% chance. So both of these abilities will stack up 5% per rank. So at 5 stars, 30% chance for Multiverse teammates ability 1 to cost no power. I'm going to assume that this is going to be anytime you use a special 1, the passive has a chance to trigger. I don't think it's going to be like Powered Supergirl when you land a crit, but I could be wrong. And base effects of team equipment gear. So, what this means is that the abilities that come on the gear, for example, defense on your helmet, your health on your chest plate and boots, your gloves, and your your weapon that gives crit chance. So is this going to be a major benefit? No. You're going to get maybe 400 health. You're going to get about 3 to 4% defense. So is this stat worth it? No. However, if you're nearing like 70% defense, this could put you over the top. But as we know, passives do not trigger into sheet abilities. So you're not going to see an improvement. So we're going to upgrade this ability to level 4. And 25% chance and team equipment gear. Now we could actually just go and buy an offer, but that's what the whales do. Whales will have 5-star White Canary right now. We got 2% health. We also get 1% attack. We get 5% hero XP, which is actually good for leveling up. And we also get 1% attack. So this is actually a better roll for passive. Now, I've pre-leveled all of White Canary's gear up to level 10. And one thing that really sucks is, just like BVS Superman, they threw crit resist in the second passive slot. So, we're already at 6,760 threat without any levels. 10% crit attack resistance, 5% health, and 10% attack. So, the passive abilities are trash. It's like worse than silver tier quality. So, we're going to take these XP capsules. Now, Black Canary... Wait a minute.
Canary.
Okay, do you guys see that? Why does it say Black Canary, yet it shows White Canary in the game? So, does this mean that Silver Green Arrow's passive is going to work on White Canary? That is really weird. What the hell is up with that? So, I believe it's 3 level 6 capsules to level 20. Yes, it is. So, threat goes from 6,760 to 13,265. And usually I start all my abilities at level 20. Now, Sonic device disables abilities for upwards of 6 or 7 seconds. It's going to be really interesting to see how this ability is used. Keep in mind, the Multiverse Synergy does give power drains, extra crit damage, crit chance for Multiverse teammates. So, there's a little bit of flexibility here. If you don't have Multiverse Green Arrow, but you have Multiverse the Flash, you can double down on crit chance by using Silver Green Arrow, and your low-level White Canary is actually going to do pretty well. So we're going to be about 14,000 threat after we do these abilities, and this is going to be the only character. I usually only like to upgrade abilities on new characters, and I usually try to do about level 10 to 20. Level 20 is actually good because it kind of gets it out of the way. So I like doing this for new characters. Obviously, for the characters I promote, I'm probably not going to do this on, but... just to let you guys know, what I'm going to use for my league credits first is getting John Stewart Green Lantern, so I can better handle Phase 3 of Brainiac. Now, I also, at some point, do want to get up Ace and Multiverse Green Arrow. That way I can have a slew of power drainers for Stage 4 of Brainiac. Now, keep in mind when you're doing Stages 5 and 6 of Brainiac, your characters will not regenerate at all during the raid, so... what I've heard that How To Computing and Doom do is that they'll use lesser teammates to get through the earlier parts of the raid. For example, if your Predator Batman is your main damage dealer, you're going to save them for the 3rd day, and you're going to use lesser characters, like, for example, in my case, Bane, to deal with earlier phases, or you can just clean up with it. If you have a well-developed Justice League team, you can save that for the 3rd day. I would save up Predator Batman, obviously, and Arkham Knight Batman as well. So I'd be using characters like Emerald Green Lantern, Captain Cold in the earlier phases. I'd probably, if I had Power Girl, I'd use her in one of the phases as well. So the ability goes up 0.05 seconds a rank, meaning that at level 60, the disable is for 6 seconds. Now, Multiverse teammates have had a tendency of having 6-second tag-ins, and we'll see if White Canary suffers the same fate. Now, I'm going to be testing out 2 things within this video. Now, because White Canary is of Agility class, we will not be able to use her in the challenge mode since we need meta-human characters. So all the abilities are upgraded to 20. We do have passive talents. Let's try to re-roll the hero XP right now. And we get Armor Pierce. We'll take it. So we're going to go into Arena. And we're going to do a couple of battles. Obviously, the fight from the trying to rank up at the end did count. So let's find White Canary, which should be near the back of the list still. There she is. So So there is White Canary. We're going to start off with Multiverse Synergy. So we're going to use Multiverse the Flash and Green Arrow. I'm still missing my 360 fragments for Multiverse Green Arrow, and I will not stop complaining until NetherRealm gives it to me. So what's significant about all the Multiverse teammates currently is that they are all of a different class. Meaning that you have Multiverse Supergirl as Might, Multiverse the Flash, not Justice League, as Metahuman, Multiverse Green Arrow as Tech, and White Canary as Agility. So that's the synergy we have there. So why are we using the Flash? Because you get more critical attack chance, and everybody gets team critical attack damage, including, for example, Predator Batman, which is a really good use for it. Like Multiverse the Flash, even if you don't use Multiverse Synergy, is really good with your heavy hitters. And that also concludes if you're using, say, for example, Justice League Cyborg and either Mythic Wonder Woman or Aquaman as your damage dealers. That also works. Now, Multiverse Green Arrow has probably one of the best passives for dealing with Phase 4 of Brainiac, because 30% chance for teammates to transfer power reserves to team, which I think goes up to like 35% at 5 stars. I wish I had my fragments for that. And you always drain 2 power for ability 1, so that's really big. And if you're running Dr. Fate, that gets even better. Now, for Multiverse Supergirl, you do get team defense, but as you guys know, at high threat, that means nothing. The incoming damage for Multiverse teammates when below 30% health also does nothing if you take damage over 30% health. So in my opinion, Multiverse Supergirl is garbage. This is the team that you want to use, and you're going to get base effects from defense using White Canary anyways. Now, yes, you can stack Supergirl with White Canary, but why would you do that? You'd probably take out the Flash instead of Supergirl at low levels, but that could be me. Although you might want the extra crit chance. So we are going to go up against, let's find some metahumans. Here we go. We're going to go up against Coochie Girl, who's obviously gay. Alright, so let's start by cycling power. It looks like White Canary does have a 4-second tag in. Yes, you can see the tag in goes faster. So there is Flora Poison Ivy. That actually did a lot of damage. That move destroyed Flora Poison Ivy. And it looks like the Disable Special does carry over. I kind of wish I had Dr. Fate just so I could do Special 1 quicker. What in the world? That looks like Nightwing with the Kali Fury. That's pretty cool, though. And there's the power drain from the Multiverse Flash Synergy. Her specials seem to do pretty good damage, not just because I leveled them up to 20. It just seems pretty good overall. White Canary's about to go down from Multiverse the Flash. There is Supergirl. Off a special too. Green Arrow not working by the hour, and there's Justice League the Flash. So let's get Multiverse the Flash in and try to get rid of him. There's the special one again coming into play. Another power drain, keeping her away from the super move. But that time we did not get a power drain. So that freezes. Supergirl almost takes out the Flash. Not quite. We're going to tag. Another freeze from Multiverse Supergirl, and down goes Multiverse Supergirl. So you can see that Green Arrow's power drain, especially at the 2-minute mark, super useful, and I definitely recommend it. 543 XP, and we're at 68,000. So before level 40, it's actually easy to level up just by playing the game. Now, we are going to try a bunch of crit chance. So we're going to take out Multiverse Green Arrow. Normally, I don't recommend this, but I do want to show you guys Silver Green Arrow's passive. Obviously, Multiverse Green Arrow is better because of power drains on Special 1. Where is my Green Arrow? There he is. So, Black Canary gains fast attack chance. I think it's the Silver Black Canary that gives crit chance to Green Arrow. So this actually isn't as good, but fast attack chance does translate into more combos. So we're going to try this anyways, just in case you guys got White Canary, but you did not get Multiverse Green Arrow. So let's fight S1 Galoko. So we're going to have to get some value out of Green Arrow. Now keep in mind, because we have this Green Arrow who has a 4-second tag in, it is going to be a little bit easier to cycle power. And you can see we are getting a decent amount of fast attack chances with Green Arrow. So building combo is not as hard. Deadshot comes in. 28 hit combo, doing some work on Deadshot, almost eliminates him right off the bat. Her attacks are pretty slow, still able to take out Deadshot. I don't think it matters though, it's kind of like a Robin speed combo. And you can see the fast attack chance is helping. White Canary does go down, unfortunately, but she doesn't have any defense on her gear, so it's kind of expected. Arkham Knight Batman is going to get wiped out. So, is Silver Green Arrow possibly usable? Yeah, I'd say so. Now, I still think that you probably want Multiverse the Flash in this scenario because of crit chance, and White Canary just doing more damage overall. Because if Multiverse teammates have more crit chance, and then you get fast attack chance, and you can see White Canary visibly gained more combo. Let's try another fight with this team. So yeah, if you don't have Multiverse Green Arrow, but you have the Flash, this team is actually pretty good. Now, in my final demonstration, I want to put Green Arrow back on the team, and I want to throw in Dr. Fate. And I want to see if I can just spam special ones and continuously power drain the opponent. Because White Canary does have a fairly long delay on her special one, and it does pretty good. This Green Lantern does have a little bit of defense. Let's start cycling with Green Arrow. Now, obviously, at low threat, defense is going to play a bigger role. So Multiverse Supergirl is not useless. Remember that, guys. Multiverse Supergirl is not useless. But when it comes to overkill damage, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you're fighting at high levels, and this is what I'm warning you about, Multiverse Supergirl is not going to save you. Unless you're under that 30% threshold. But you need a lot of health to supplement that. And even with a lot of health, you can still get one shot. I really feel that for Multiverse Supergirl's path to be better, it needs to be at least 50% health, because then you have zero chance of getting one shot. So Multiverse Green Arrow goes, or Multiverse the Flash goes down. We still have Green Arrow that's pretty strong. But yeah, you can see fast attack chance working. There's the stun from Green Lantern. That's not going to do too much damage. She throws 2 daggers. That's cool looking. And they do hit twice. That's pretty cool. I didn't test that before. Her jump attack is kind of weird.
Stop where you are.
Let's take a look at her super move. It looks just like Black Canary. The Green Lantern is gone. Unhinged Harley Quinn also eliminated. So yeah, it's kind of weird that White Canary shows up on paper, but when you actually look in the profile when you level them up with XP, it actually says Black Canary. That's really straight. So now, we have Multiverse the Flash, so let's throw in Dr. Fate, and let's put Multiverse Green Arrow back on the team. Now, this is obviously another team that probably could work decently well because you're power draining and dealing damage. So they're going to have to rely on basic attacks. So we have 120,000 threat. Let's actually do that because we do have Dr. Fate and he can just spam special ones and win the game. Now this is a really interesting team. Captain Cold obviously will prevent crit chance quite a bit from happening. But you can see a power drain right off the bat from White Canary. And it's an 80% chance if I hit it at 5 stars, it'd be 100% of the time. So, essentially, White Canary could just spam special 1 and power drain the entire match. It's pretty powerful. So, Captain Cold disables the special 1, which kind of sucks, and disables it on Dr. Fate as well. That ice is going to do some damage. The White Canary special 1 is still blocked. Let's actually save our specials for Dr. Fate because he's going to be doing a lot more damage.
Might need a swell.
Special 3 does not take out Captain Cold, but it's going to tag him out. Sub-Zero's in. Now we can start power draining again. And there you can see we're shutting down Sub-Zero so he can't use a special. So ability's disabled, and it does carry over for the entire team, so we can do that again and just spam it with Dr. Fate. Now we can use our special 1 again, which is going to be important to stop them from doing super moves. Because until the 2-minute mark, you can essentially keep them power drained and they can't do a special. Now we have Multiverse Green Arrow and he takes out Sub-Zero. So yeah, you could use this team and it works. And there we just power drain again, unhinge Harley Quinn. Keep in mind that the passive can power drain twice. Now granted, this one costs 2, but look how much power we drain from Harley Quinn. And we can just keep doing it. I don't think that Green Arrow's actual power drain works with himself, but it does work with other people. It's still a really powerful ability. And you can see that team does work pretty well. If you don't want to use the flash, if you want to just cheese people out and keep them power drained, for example, you get super move spammed, try this team out. You might actually enjoy it. If you like this video, showing off a 4-star White Canary as well as 4 team compositions that you can try out, including Multiverse and Hybrid Synergy. Please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Injustice 2 videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. And yes, I think that Multiverse Supergirl is the worst multiverse character. However, is she worse than White Canary? I'm not exactly sure. I don't think I actually saw her special 1 triggering to cost no power. But if you guys watch the clip, let me know when that happened, and be sure to time mark it in a comment. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!